Hello friends, good morning. Welcome back to bharatcoders. So in the previous video, I have talked about how to create the Frappe API and how to call it from the browser or how to call it from the Postman. So till now, if you have not watched the previous video, I will recommend please first please go and watch that video. After that, you can continue in this video. So in this video, I am going to talk how you can like call your Frappe API from the JS part, like from the front end part. So let's start. Let me start my terminal. Cd Frappe page start. Now let me open the browser. Let us go to the local site. So let's click on switch to desk. So for that, if you see, I have already created a doc type, YouTube doc type, where I have like employee link field, then we have employee name, I have employee like user ID and date of birth. So all these fields are available in the employee doc type. If we go to employee and let's say we have this field like employee name, and we have employee user id, then I have this date of birth. So I'm going to like I will be selecting this one employee, and all these three values I will be fetching from this whatever the employee id I will select here. From that employee id, I'm going to fetch all these three values through the Frappe API and set like returning the value to the JS part, and from JS part I will set all these three values. So for that, first of all, let me create a client script where I will be calling my Frappe API. So I will be creating client script for this YouTube doc type. So I have selected this YouTube doc type. You can give the same name and don't like forget to enable it. Lot of time I am forget to enable this service script like client script, and I'm trying to call it. So remember to enable this. So on which event I want, whenever I will select this employee field, so I will be defining a function which will trigger our Frappe API. So first I will check if there is any employee selected, then only call our Frappe API. So first of all I will check if rm.doc.employee, then only call the APIs. So how to call the like Frappe API? So I will use frappe.call, and I will give here the name of the method like our API method. Right now I have not created the API, so I will keep it empty, and in argument I will be passing the employee ID. So like from the front end like JS part, I will be passing this employee ID, and what our Frappe API will do, it will fetch all these three values like employee name, user ID and date of birth, and return it back to our JS part. So we can set all these three values, this employee name, user ID and date of birth. So how to do it? Like in argument I will pass employee ID. What will be the employee ID? Employee ID will be like this field. If whatever the employee ID I will be selecting here. So how to pass it to like API? So frm.doc.employee. So I will be passing these values. So and I will use the callback. So in callback I will be defining a function, and I will check here wait, something I have done wrong. So call back, I will be defining here a function, and in this function first I will like console it, like to confirm am I getting some data or not. So let's say console and dot message. So our JS part is ready. From JS part I am on this employee event. Like whenever I will be selecting an employee, JS part will call our method name. I will provide here the API. So this API will be called and I will pass the employee ID. Then from API will fetch all these three values and return back to JS part. So first of all I will check if I am getting some data, then I can set the values. So now let us create our APIs. So for that I will write a server script of type API. Here you can give the name of the method. So in I will give like get employees data. So name of the server script you can keep it same or you can keep it different. So first of all we have to receive this employee ID, what we are passing from the JS part. So how to receive it? emp id is equal to frappe dot form. Here you have to receive this same, like you have to use this same variable which you are passing from the chase part. So I will be using this emp id. Once we get the emp id, I will fetch the employee doc type. So how to fetch this? Frappe dot get doc, and here you have to give the name of the doc type, from which doc type you are going to fetch the value. So in this case from employee doc type I am going to fetch the value employee, and you have to pass the employee ID. So from front like JS part I am passing this employee ID and I am receiving this employee ID. So I will pass this emp ID here. Then we got the employee document. Now I have got I got this whole employee ID. So from this I can fetch this full name, employee name. So like emp name is equal to emp dot emp name. Then I have to fetch like user ID. So I know the user ID full name is user ID, so I will pass it here to the server script. User ID is equal to emp dot user ID, and date of birth as full name is date of birth, so I will pass emp dot date of birth. Now I have got all these three values. I have to just return to the JS part. So how to return? Frappe dot response of message, and I will create a dictionary here, and I will create a dictionary, and I will keep this as key, and I will pass value as emp name. Same for user ID, and same for the dob. So dob. So this is how our API server script is ready, and what we need to do is we are logging these values to see if we are getting some values or not. So let me refresh this on the console, and let me select any of the employee field to get method for command undefined with undefined. So what is the issue? Where is the issue? Let me see. frappe.form dict employee. Okay, let me see. So there I think so it's because of this I'm not calling this API. So I've created this API, but I have to call this API. So in this part I have to call this method, so I will just save it. Now refresh it on the console. Let's select any of the employees. Console is not a function, so again there is something error. Console dot log. Again let me refresh. Let me select an employee, getting the data. DOB, we are getting date of birth, employee, EMP name and user ID. Now I'm getting the data. Now the next thing is like set the value. So we can use frm dot set value. In that we have to provide the name of the field. So first if we see, name of the field is employee name, so we'll have to give employee name and message dot. So how I'm passing the data, if you see I'm passing message dot employee name, so I will fetch this value employee name. So let us test for just one field. So let me what is the error now? Message is not defined. Okay, so let me see. We should get our dot message, refresh it, select an employee ID, and now employee name is getting set. So in same way we can select for the other two fields. Just copy it, paste it. What is the other field name is like user ID. Just pass it here, user ID. And what is the user ID I'm passing from the API part is also same user ID. And the full name of date of birth here is date of birth, so I will pass this date of birth, and from API I am passing date of birth as DOB, so I will add out message.dob. If I refresh it, and now if I select any of the employees, so what I will be getting all the three values. So this is how you can call like create your server script API type server script. You can call it from the JS part, and how you can set the values. So this is all about this video. If you like the content of this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.